Hello and welcome to Cathy Paints. I'm Cathy Wapple and we're painting. We're painting. We're in the home stretch here. This is the last couple of days of me streaming on my weekday schedule on this channel. I will be moving Cathy Paints to the Cathy Wapple channel, twitch.tv/Cathy Wapple, and I will be resuming my normal schedule on that channel. So I will be painting, and then Fridays I will be reading out loud, starting on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, August 17th. The 17th of August. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. And my first stream is actually going to be a reading stream instead of a painting stream. Like, I feel like, is this kind of a weird thing? Like, Cathy paints minis and then reads once a week, but my debut stream will be me reading a Conan the Barbarian novel because they're fun. So I'm going to read it out loud, and all of Conan's dialogue, I'm going to be doing my best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, and everybody else, all the other characters in the book, are going to be people who are in the chat. I am substituting people who are regulars in the chat for all the characters. Vlieger Dragon, only 2 more days. Gave it on my calendar. August 17th. This is my wizard calendar. This is from Legends of Signum. They do awesome models. And I don't know anything about the game, but the models are really cool. But yeah, August 17th, next Tuesday. Reading stream. Cathy debuts as Cathy Wapple. And knocks things over with her hands, gesturing enthusiastically. Hey, Captain Mizzy! Mizzy, how are you? How's V today? I need more ginger ale. Yes. Yes. V says I did some work priming some minis to paint. Okay. Cool. And you fixed a chameleon dragon tongue? So you're gonna paint minis again soon. V last night. Last night. That was funny. Maisie says, I've been productive today. I would like a nap, though. You probably deserve a nap by now, Captain Mizzy. Real Brush Guy, hello. Thank you so much for hosting the stream. I appreciate it. The Big Jim Shorkicorn. Yes, that's what it was. I was like, what if Chibi Big Jim Slade, and then you decided it should be a shork as well. So it was perfect. It was awesome. Thank you so much for that shout out, Real Brush Guy. Cathy Wapple is a miniature painter, and she will be streaming on that channel, Cathy Wapple. So give her a follow if you're not following her already. And there's a surprising number of people following that channel, and I haven't streamed yet, and that just makes me very happy. I mean, like, I'm giddy. I'm giddy from it because hopefully some of those people will show up on my first day of streaming over there, and be there for Conan the Barbarian, V will show up. The brush guy might be there. Mizzy might be there. Mizzy says 134 people to be exact. That is incredible. I can't believe that. That's amazing. V says I've drawn another seahorse-icorn. Oh, I want to see your other seahorse-icorn. Will you post a link? V says Mizzy and V will be there screeching excitedly. Reimer, hi. Hi, my first stream is on Tuesday, 17th of August. Dio says Dio will be there because he is the best mod. That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. We're gonna have a mod off. V is V V is a damn good mod. I mean, she doesn't mod this channel, but she is a damn good mod in every channel that she mods. She will not take guff from anybody. She's like really sweet, but if you do shit, she'll kill you. She'll just cut you. She will. Brush Guy says I'm the bot whisperer. Was it a bot that spawned that entire conversation on Dice's stream about being famous? Because I wondered, I was like, that had to have been because there was a bot there. That's like the second day in a row that I showed up there and somebody had just mentioned me, which is weird. Yeah, Brush Guy is the bot whisperer. V has posted a link. Oh, this shortcut corn looks so sad. A sad shortcut corn. It's sad because he's missing his family. Poor baby. He's so cute, though. So cute. I should show you the seahorse that I did. It's not a chibi one, and it's not even cute like that. You need to work on seahorse-icorn proportions. Seahorses have weird proportions in general. I do have my sketchbook over here. I think this is the one that my seahorse is in, so I can show you. Cause I don't have it posted. It's a tattoo design that I did for my sister, and I don't have a picture of her tattoo, but I have a picture of her the drawing. Oh, you'll laugh at this one too. We're just gonna take a small trip through the. Whoops. No. Stop it. Do you want to see my Aarakocra city? I haven't worked on it in a while. Wow, I'm just all over the place today. We'll look at that. Here it is. My Aarakocra city. It starts here. It is out of focus. Look, see, there is a tiny Aarakocra stick figure. I know, isn't it cute, Brush Guy? She has been doing these adorable chibi things. It's freaking amazing. I feel like this entire village, this entire city is an homage to Dr. Seuss and Roger Dean of Yes album cover fame. But so this was a still life that I did of floaty fish who is a plushy anglerfish sitting inside of a skull, because that's where floaty fish live. Floaty fish live in skulls. So it was a still life. I was drawing it from life, which is, you know, it's a bit easier. Misco Blood says 2 more days. I thought it was not until the 17th. Well, but it's 2 more days of streaming. 2 more stream days until the 17th. Misco Blood. I see that you have redeemed Hail Hydrate. And hello, Misco. How are you today? Where is it? But say that, then, you Muppet. Hey! Hey. It's not my fault you read all the words. Misco Muppet. He's throwing rainbows. V's throwing rainbows at Misco. Misco is throwing an orange at me. I catch the orange like baseball. I'm looking for this drawing. And of course I can't find it. I ran across it yesterday. And that's what made me think of it, because V had been doing all of her seahorsicorns yesterday. Dragons. Oh look, here's a thing I never finished. It's a tractor in front of a barn with the dragons crawling on it, because that's what dragons do. They get into everything, right? I never finished that. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Then I went into Photoshop and I did stuff to it after. So there's the top of it. There is the bottom of it. Okay, so this is the tattoo that I designed for my sister. She wanted a seahorse tattoo. So that's what I gave her. It was a lot of fun to do. I did use reference pictures because you have to use reference pictures. I feel like that should be in the Book of Wapple. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the seahorse. Now I can hydrate. For Misco. Hey, Cookie. Cookie says Wapple time. It's like Adventure Time, but with 100% more Cathy. It is like Adventure Time. Do you know, I've never watched Adventure Time because I don't have cable and I haven't looked it up on YouTube. But you know what I have watched by the creators of Adventure Time? I've watched Bravest Warriors. And I absolutely love that cartoon. I love Bravest Warriors. Bravest Warriors. And Catbug. I haven't seen it. Because, it was out on cable, and that was before every single thing in the world got posted to YouTube. V says using reference pictures is perfectly acceptable. Do not beat yourself up for doing that like V did. It is absolutely acceptable and encouraged to use reference pictures. It is not cheating. It is not cheating to use reference pictures. I mean, in lieu of having an actual life model, which is what people used to use before cameras were invented all the time, that's not cheating. Miska says slow butts Cathy hydrating like 42 hours after the redeem. Well, that's true. It probably was 42 hours after a redeem of hydrate. Brush Guy says only very few do not need reference pictures. It is no shame. You know, Michelangelo even used reference models. Just saying. Otherwise, how do you explain all those wacky females that he sculpted that looked like men with oranges stuck to their chest? He totally used men for those women. They totally were men with oranges. You just take an orange and you cut it in half, and you just one on either side of the chest. And there you go. That's how you do it. I feel also like there are still people sculpting women using that technique. Only they're using grapefruits now. You heard it here first, folks. Pretty sure there are some sculptors out there that absolutely, or watermelons. They just take and cut a watermelon in half, and then just, yeah, that actually, I absolutely could see that. Just a watermelon here and here, just sort of sloped down a little, so they cut it on an angle, and then they put those angled parts, and that's just, yeah, that that makes complete sense. That's 100% accurate. Bob, come here and pose, and I'm gonna put these watermelons on your chest. And then I'm gonna draw you. V says, I feel like Cathy is Jake. She's the smart one. Wait a minute. I feel like all hope is lost if she's the smart one. That that seems Misko's redeemed posture check. So let me just check. Yep. I still have some posture. It's not the best posture, but it's my posture. So, and V is reading stretch, and I grabbed stretch already. Brush Guy says, yeah, he had men porn as reference. Men porn. I mean, but there really wasn't porn yet at that time, right? Yeah, watermelon or cantaloupe. I mean, yeah, either way. If it was Ralpartha, it was cantaloupes. And they wouldn't even cut them in half. They would just like put one here, put one here. Draw me like one of your French melons. Cookie says, okay, V, just need to run this by you and Cathy. Commissions V as Finn, but in a short hoodie with Cathy as Jake. You guys, I haven't seen it. I feel so left out. I don't know what to think. Now I have to go and find episodes and watch that. Rush Guy says, I'm pretty sure there was a sort of porn even back then. I think people just had sex a lot. Or like watched each other having sex. I mean, they went to brothels a lot. And maybe watched other people. I don't know. I don't know. They probably had little cartoons that they did of, you know, little chisel, hammer and chisel to tick 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 and do your little, dick pic in the in the limestone quarry. They totally did, Brush Guy. I think you're right. They totally did. They just did it in clay tablets and stuff. Now I feel no, never mind. Hi, Trouble. Also, I can't. Hey, hammered dick pic. My mods, folks. My mods. Oh, you guys crack me up. Here, you are. You are completely innocent. Right, Captain Mizzy? Right? It was all out in the open like proper exhibitionists. You know, they didn't care. Well, probably some of them did, but Cookie is leaving the stream up but is heading out to get a haircut. Ooh, getting all the hairs cut this time. Well, post pictures, Cookie. Post pictures. We want a before and after. I need to get my hair cut too, I think. Yeah, because I want my bouncy. So my pigtails are too long. They're not bouncy anymore. They just sort of hang there, and I want them to be bouncy. Trouble Trouble has a halo. It's a little bent, but it's there. Bent just like the rest of us, Trouble. We're all in good company. Miss Blood grabs the scissors to help Cathy with cutting the hair. Why, thank you, Misco. The fact that you've decided to use scissors instead of some other instrument with a sharp blade makes me happy. It's all about the bounce. Yes. Mizzy says I could make them bouncy without scissors. Rush Guy says mine is also a bit bent, well, most of the time. Look, I don't want to know about your halo. I, d- I, d- I haven't really stretched much. I need to stretch. You people and your halos and your. I want to know. I want to know about these things. Hey, Pat Draws. Pat Draws wants to know who's Cathy Paints. I'm Cathy and I paint. I mean, I'm not painting right now because V redeemed stretch. So I'm stretching. But when I paint, then Cathy paints. Misko says, do you want ears with the hairstyle? I would like to keep my ears, Misko. None of this cutting off the ears with the hair. I know. I'm picky. I would like my ears, both of them. I have two, and I would like to continue having two of them. No painting, only stretching and distraction, says V. She saw a sib storm. Wait, there is? There's a sib storm? There is! Hey, sib storm. Oh, that was right before I got distracted by Brush Guy saying mine is also a bit bent. I don't want to know. Hey, Trader Legions. My filthy traitor. V says, what if we cut Cathy's hair with a craft knife? Oh, God. Oh, God. Ouch. Mikey, hi, Mikey. Miska says, so a basic hair. Yes, a basic haircut with cutting only the hair and not the ears. Yeah, I know. I'm boring that way. We're just going to do a little bit of behind the head stretching, you know, stretch, flex. Stretch is flexing, is Stretch is stretching, and I'm flexing my triceps right now. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right. Well, hello there, Pat Draws. What are you doing today? Oh, yeah. Stretch. How's Mikey today? Sibstorm says, why is the description on the Cathy Waffle Twitch page in third person? Why would it not be, Sibstorm? Cathy's not streaming there yet. Does it bother you, Sibstorm, that the description on Cathy Waffle's Twitch page is in third person? Like it's not even her talking to you, it's somebody else. That's not even Cathy. Creepy. Trader Legion's doing okay. Good, I'm glad to hear it. V says, Cathy, I have exciting news. V, what is your exciting news? I need to read faster. And Mikey says, how's the heresy? I assume he's talking to Trader. And Miska says, hey, Trader Legions. And V says, I have almost filled up a whole sketchbook, and you have 2 other sketchbooks. One that Carr sent you. And you don't need any more sketchbooks. And you made that very clear to me. So I will not send you sketchbooks. I am not. Oh, V is not going to ReaperCon. I am not going to ReaperCon. None of us. Well, there are some people, but I mean, it's just like Big Jim Slade and people, so who cares, right? No. I am going to miss my friends at ReaperCon so much, and all of the people that I have met over the last year, uh, playing D&D and in the Pyro Club and everything, like all the people that are going to be there that I would have met last year if it had happened, that I would have met this year if I were going. So, yeah, I'm a little sad that I won't be there. But I did meet V in Minnesota. V and I met in person. We were in the same place at the same time. Yeah, Stretch is mellow. He's very mellow. V says, I want to try to get to Adepticon 2022 to sit in Fort Wapple with Cathy and sing songs and draw pictures. We will sing songs and we will draw pictures and we will color in coloring books and we might even paint miniatures. Crazy, I know. HugCon 2022, yes. Yes. Adepticon, aka HugCon 2022. He says, let me fill up more sketchbooks before anyone sends me more of them. Mikey says, I've been obsessing over the green I'm going to... Wait, I scrolled up on accident. I'm obsessing over the green I'm going to use on my runt herd. It's rune herd. Runt herd orc dude. Why don't they finally invent beaming? I know, I'm waiting for my personal teleportation device. It would make life so much easier. Mikey says, I'm going to try and get to Salute later this year. It's not Wappleville, but at least it's out of the house. Oh, that would be so much fun. I would love to go to Salute, too. That would be awesome. Oh my god. There are a number of people that I would love to see at Salute. Okay, so I'm caught up in the chat. That means I get to paint, right? I'm actually going to glue. I feel I'm ready to glue this model onto the base. No, you know what? I need to get a little bit of shadow underneath here in the area where, her whole body would be casting a shadow on the base. See? It's conspicuously absent right now, so let's do that first. Otherwise, there's no way I can get my brush down in there. There are a lot of like miniature shows and stuff that are on my wish list of places to go and things to do. Brush Guy says, I wish World Expo could finally take place. I'd be able to go there. At this point, I mean, they canceled it for this year again. At this point, is it even going to be in the Netherlands? Or is it going to be in whatever the next city was? The next time they have it, because technically that's the third year. Every 3 years, they change to another place. Oh my god, I would love to do that in the Netherlands. To go to World Expo. Oh god, it would be amazing. I need to put some water in my fancy water reservoir. So, for those that don't know, World Expo and Salute are European miniatures conventions, basically. And they went to World Expo when it was in Chicago. Because, I mean, let's just take the train downtown. And there's the link to World Model Expo 2020, which is now 2022. And so it is happening. It is still happening in Eindhoven. That's cool. Still scheduled for in the same place. That's cool. I'll be fluent next year for it. Yes. Sure. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't even know how to say like I will be. Like is that the future tense or future perfect or future? It's one of those future tenses. I don't know how to say future tenses. Like I will be fluent. I don't know. Like not. I can say ik spreek Nederland. Ik spreek Nederland, but now I'm saying it's like as if I was German, which is stupid. I kind of blame the brush guy for that. You think I will? You think it? Wait, you think it does? Wait, what? I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to translate that into little German. A little German. I am still picturing like this little, like 3 foot high German in Lederhosen. Like from Top Secret. Okay, red and blue. Like when the show is over, you will shout out, Feierabend! And I'll be sad when the show is over. Still, it will be fun. Maybe that should be a stream goal. Should that be a stream goal? Going to World Expo in the Netherlands? That would be very involved. It would be so much fun though. Oh my god, that would be so much fun. Redeem it with channel points. No, I was talking about actual monies, like donations and stuff, that kind of stream goal. I can't I can't afford to fly to the Netherlands on channel points. Oh my god, and be in a hotel and eat food. All those sort of things that you like to do when you're alive. Like we redeem it, you must go now. Yeah, maybe once I get my personal teleportation device. Wow. Alright, so I have my dark color. What did I miss? Brush Guy says, but seriously, as a stream goal, that is a great idea. Hey, thank you for shouting out Cathy Wapple, Real Brush Guy. Cathy Wapple is a miniature painter, and she's going to be starting to stream next Tuesday, the 17th of August. And she's pretty good. You know, she's okay. Mildly entertaining occasionally. And she reads out loud too, like I do, like every Friday. She's so not this Cathy Wapple here. Yeah, she's totally not me. Totally not this Cathy Wapple. She's a completely different Cathy Wapple. See, that's my wink. It's my winky eye. Totally different Cathy Wapple. Who is also a miniature painter and reads out loud. All shiny and new. Yeah. It's all shiny and new. I feel all shiny and new. What am I doing? Making a mess of my brush. That's what I'm doing. Because unlike the Cathy Wapple on the other channel, who's a miniature painter, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with paint. She's way better than I am. And that's just been proven. Why is my dark color purple? I didn't expect it to be purple. I know I used blue and I used red, but be quiet. You know what I did? I mixed it on top of the place where my purple was yesterday, and that purple isn't completely dry. So so of course it got into the paint because yeah. Brush Guy says, "Oh my God, you're actually painting! I didn't even notice." Thank you. Thanks for that. Hey, Loim. I didn't even notice you were painting. Who even does that? How's Loim? How are you today? Are you going to be at ReaperCon? I will not be, but are you going to be there this year? See how much darker that is? That's where she's going to be casting her shadow. Zipstorm says, is it weird that I plan on painting up a mini for ReaperCon Open and then not submitting it because I am a paralyzing fear of being humiliated? I don't think that's weird at all. I think it's a pretty normal feeling. I remember the first time I put a model into a painting competition. It was at Games Day Chicago in '07, I think, and I put two things in that one. No, I put three things in that one. And I had no idea what to expect. I had never been to Games Day even. I just had people at the Battle Bunker tell me, they told both of us, they're like, you guys should go there and put your stuff in the Golden Demons. And so we were like, well, okay. And that's what we did. And I picked three things. Actually, there was one thing that I originally started out painting as a speed painting thing. It was like a paint a model in an hour kind of a speed paint. And then I just took it home and worked on it even more. It was a Wood Elf Lord. And then the other one that I put in there was my Dark Angels Terminator Chaplain that I've showed you. I've showed you all it because that's the thing that I did a super heavy conversion on, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I had no idea about 40K. I was just starting to play. I had just gotten my box of dudes, and I had just got the codex, right? So basically, all I did was read fluff and look at pictures because that's what you do when you start an army. Hey, Bithtron. So so I took this old model of a Terminator Chaplain that I got from somebody for next to nothing, and I was like, oh, this is great. And I didn't know it was like an old model. I didn't know it was old school and out of print or whatever. And I was like, wow, this pose is really stiff. What can I do to loosen it up? I did a bunch of conversion. I painted it up. I was like, oh, it's my best work that I've done. And I took it. Oh, and I also painted a chaos spawn. And the chaos spawn I actually painted all at the bunker, at their paint bar, over the course of a few days. Or, yeah. Anyways, so I had these three entries, and I put all three of these entries in. I had no idea what to expect. So the chaos spawn goes in Warhammer creature, large monster, I think it was the category was. And the Wood Elf lore goes in Warhammer single figure, and the Chaplain goes in 40K single figure. And that's the year that a bunch of people who I didn't know at the time, but now I know all of them, who, because I met them that year, they did their Primarch project. So each one of them converted or sculpted a model to represent one of the Primarchs of the Space Marine chapters. And oh my god, I had that one model, my Terminator Chaplain that I was so proud of, my best work, and I looked at everybody else's stuff and I went, okay, I'm not winning anything in this category. I need to paint better. I need to learn some skills. That's what I got out of that. I got, I need to learn my skills. I need to up my game. These models are incredible. I have to figure out how these people did this. I know I'm not winning anything, and that's okay. But that being said, my Wood Elf Lord got an honorable mention. And you don't usually get honorable mentions, but apparently it was a really close uh, competition between third place and my model, the one that actually won third place in my model. And so I was so proud of that. And, 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 let's not forget my Chaos Spawn. Sitting there in Large Monster, Warhammer Fantasy Large Monster. He won third place. Third place. I got a demon. That my first year, I was so happy. It wasn't the thing that I thought I would win with when I first went in there. I was amazed. I was It was unbelievable. I didn't expect it at all from that model. You know? But that's the thing with competitions. I don't go to them expecting to win. I don't go there thinking, oh, it's a foregone conclusion that I'm going to get anything. Because I know there are so many people that are better than me. And that's okay. It's fine. But the thing is that you have to remember is that all those people who are better than you were where you are. They in their journey, they were at that same place. So they're not sitting there looking at your models going, "Wow, what a hack. Why did they even bother?" Unless they're an asshole. You know, if they're an asshole, they might think that. And in which case you don't care what they think. You don't care what their opinion is. But most of the people, they understand, that you're on your journey to, learning more about painting. So there's there isn't anything to be afraid of as far as being humiliated, because we are all, at different places in our journey. William is asking, are you changing your stream schedule? Mostly I'm just, as far as things are now, I'm the same. So I will still be starting at 3 o'clock Central and streaming until at least 5. It is entirely possible that I may go over that a little bit. Who knows? I might start a little early later on, but that remains to be seen. Trash Rama says, "Well, thanks for that super serious talk, Cathy. I am getting booze now." I'm glad I could drive you to drink, Trasharama. Thank you for that. Fresh Guy says it's called gathering experience. I don't do competitions anymore. Everyone is better than me. Okay, not everyone. You see, there are people that are better than you, and there are people that are worse than you, and that's where I am. There are people that are better than me, and there are people that are worse than me, and that's always how it's going to be. V has a distraction. Hey, Sheza. Fresh Guy's had his second Belgian booze already. Oh my lord. Look out. V, a dinosaur. He looks so ornery. He's like this little ornery cute dinosaur Like he's just throwing the world's smallest tantrum. That is adorable. Y'all have to look at V's dinosaur. It's super cute. So yeah, that was my trash. That was my story about my first time entering models into a competition. And yeah. I didn't win with the thing I thought I would possibly win with. Then I ended up winning with a thing that was totally unexpected. But ReaperCon has a great format. They do an open uh what do they call it? What do they call it? Trashorama? It's a open something. I don't know. Anyways, basically everybody gets something. You get a certificate, you get pizza, you get, a little medal, a little, like maybe you get a bronze, you get a silver, you get a gold. Give him Cookie, him hungry dinosaur. Does he have hunger, V? Like if he was Dutch, he would say ik heb honger. Draw a fishing pole with a cookie on it just out of his reach. Oh, poor little dinosaur. Brushcase says, I've been at so many competitions where the judging was, well, let me call it biased. I'm certain of that. That doesn't surprise me at all. Trashorama says, okay, Cathy, I got a question. Phthalo green. What's good for a highlight without blowing it out to just green? Yellow? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. We have some phthalo green here. Let us see. I have, let's get some yellow out here. Let's experiment. We're just gonna see. Yellow is a nice saturated color, but it's also very light in value. Brush Guy says it just made no sense for me anymore. Oh, competitions. The only competition that I've entered in the last 5 years, 6 years, is the ReaperCon one. Only because I was there. I was there and I had minis that I had painted. I didn't paint any of the minis for the competition, but they were ones that I had finished. So Brush Guy says, stop talking about painting, Trash. We are not here for painting. We are only here for distraction. Well, that's true. That is true. Sheza says, we are only here to convince Cathy and Jim to paint on a stream. That's not going to happen because bandwidth is a thing that's real. And two people uploading content to the interwebs together at the same time from this house is not going to work. So, know who used one camera? No. No. One camera, share a desk? That would drive me batty. Do you know what I would have to do? We would have to set up an entirely different room in the house for that, and that's not going to happen. And I don't go in the painting capsule. You've seen it. I don't set foot in there. Ah! Has room for all. It's not a TARDIS. Oh my god. Ah! That's not going to happen. Alright, let's get some. We've got some yellow here. I'm gonna get some phthalo green out here. I swear I shook this. It doesn't look like I did though. It's got that, that clear stuff. Darn it. It's not what you want. You don't want the clear stuff. Plenty of interesting bits and bobs. You sure? It's definitely not a TARDIS. Trashorama has never seen the painting capsule. I posted a picture in the Pyro Club Discord. Alright, let's see if this is any better. Oh, that's much better. Alright, so let's see. We'll throw some yellow down first. We'll be like, I'm going to paint this thing phthalo green. So, since I know I'm going to paint it phthalo green, and I've started with a yellow base, we're just going to paint it yellow, and then we're going to let it dry. You need to join the Pyro Club Discord. You need to join the Pyro Club Discord, Trash. Is there anybody here who can throw the link to it in the stream? I don't have it. I don't have it handy. Hold on. Let me find it. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Keyboard. This may or may not work. That may work, or it may not work. I don't know. But that is the that's the Discord invite linky thing, which hopefully works. I am learning, V. I'm learning. Slowly. I'm learning the things. Okay, so we have our yellow, and I think it's dry enough. So we're going to take straight up phthalo green and paint it over here. And then I'm going to take a part of it and paint it over the top of the yellow. And you can see that it's just changed color a little bit as it goes over the yellow. I could swear that I just shaded something with. Brush Guy says, I'm afraid I will have to leave you now. Yeah, you drunk and getting up early in the morning. Have a good night's sleep. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. No, it's not. It's the having a job. It's the having a job and getting up early. Wow. Yeah, it's totally not the drinking. The way you typed that. Are you sure? Are you sure? Reimer says, Cathy, are the green and yellow? These are just Reaper clears. Yes. Oh yeah, it's that damned enter key. Totally blame it on the enter key. All those typos. We know. So yeah, there's no. I mean, obviously the base the base of this painting is white. So if I was doing like white primer, if I was doing this over white primer, then I wouldn't have to worry about putting any other color. Or if I was doing a zenithal highlight where there's a dark area but there's also light areas, uh, you could still just do yellow over the whole thing. Or you could just do yellow over the midtones and the highlights. It was embarrassing. No, no, it wasn't embarrassing. At least not for us. It was funny. I laughed, but I'm easy. I laugh at anything, right? Have a good night, brush guys. Schlaf gut. Reimer says, I'm going to give myself a project when I just use those. I'm comfortable with desaturated colors, but bright things make me nervous. Oh, these would be good then. They're very saturated. The thing is, with Reaper clears, you can still do desaturated. I have let's see. I have this guy that I painted only with Reaper clears and white. So the base and the whole model and everything is Reaper clears. Because I laugh at you? No, because I laugh at your jokes because I'll laugh at anything. Is that why? Bye. It's true. So not much of this is super bright, and it's all Reaper clears. This was my 4 color challenge that I did for ReaperCon last year. I missed the deadline though. I thought it was Sunday afternoon, but it was Saturday afternoon. So what are you gonna do? Give you purpose in life. Being amusing. Trash Rama says that is the first Bones Black model ever sent out. No, this wasn't Bones Black. This is Bones USA. But I know that's what you meant to say. Yeah, I knew that's what you meant to say. Because you said it the other day. You already know. I understand. So yeah, this was the Bones USA. Look at all of the tiny little details on this. For being a Bones mini. So many tiny details. Not like the early Bones. Look at all those little buttons down there. Just amazing detail, and I just think it's Jason Weeby. I'm pretty sure this is Jason Weeby, but I call him de Burgemeester, which is the mayor. He's the mayor in Dutch. And when I first learned that Burgemeester is mayor in Dutch, all I could think, guess what? Just guess. Guess what was going through my head when I learned that word Burgemeester or Burgemeester. The Burgermeister Meister Burger. Yeah, I knew that's what you were thinking. And that is correct. Yes. Burgermeister Meister Burger. I'm like, oh my god. It's hilarious. What, Cathy? What? There's no more pages in your sketchbook? Oh, you get a fresh, new, clean sketchbook now. For more dinosaurs. Are you gonna do Vivi? Are you gonna do a Stegosaurus? Are you gonna do a chibi Stegosaurus? The Thegamizer? Stegosaurus? Did Dino eat them? Did Dino eat all the pages in the sketchbook? So there you go, trash. Yellow. Or Or were we thinking magenta? Do we want to throw some magenta out here? Let's throw some magenta out here. Let's see what that looks like. Magenta. Maybe we'll mix a little white with some magenta. I mean, you know, shake it up a bit. And get some pink. Oh, that's terrible. That's not what magenta and pink looks like because there's red and yellow mixed in with that. That's awful. That's not going to work. It's a nice color, but I had other colors mixed in with it. V has posted another link. Another dinosaur. He's like, what? What? What do you want? He reminds me of Bitey. Okay, I'm gonna just take some actual magenta and not the stuff where other colors bled into it on my palette overnight. Look, we've all been there, haven't we? Where we've had other colors on the palette blend together overnight, right? That's not just me. That's happened to other people, right? Just shaking my paint to get the magenta out here. Misco is redeemed. He'll hydrate. Because he is concerned for my well-being. Thank you, Misco. I'll be eating an orange later. It is the orange that you did throw at me. Misco says, is it the orange I did throw at you? Yes. Yes, it is. I am amazed at how far you can throw for a feeble old man. Hey, Mo's Magic. Alright, so I mixed some white with my magenta here. We're just trying a little something. I wanted to see how it would be to take magenta and white as a highlight for phthalo green. I don't know what's going to happen. Mizzy says, y'all behave while I'm driving home. And I'm pretty sure she said it like, y'all behave while I'm driving home. We will, Mizzy. We totally will. Except for Misco, who's throwing paint at you. He crossed his fingers. Didn't promise to behave. Well, we are all behaving in some fashion. Yes. I am waiting for my pink paint to dry. Mo's Magic says, I won't. I mean, I will. I mean, he has no idea. This is a Cathy stream. Do we ever behave here, says Sheza? And that's a valid question. We don't care about the answer to that question, but it is totally valid. Also, the answer is no. The answer is no. Is my mic picking up my waving around of this? It totally is. I'm waving this around. Yeah, the mic is. I realized that. I'm like, oh. Do you, Misko? Did you understand the word feeble? Do you have to run that through a translator? And yet you kept doing. I only just realized it. The behavior standards are low. You go and drive home, Mizzy. The faster you leave, the faster you'll return. Trash? Trash is trying to make me all healthy over here. Fine, fine. I will stretch and then I will check my posture and make sure it's still there. Is that the angry? Is it, oh, Misko. Stretch. This is Stretch. Hello there, Trash. You don't mind if I call you Trash? I'm gonna take out the trash. I'm gonna take it out so hard. And we're gonna stretch. We're gonna stretch. It's not Kirk. This is Stretch Armstrong. Trasharama redeemed Stretch. Trasharama says, I want to click the buttons today. I want to click the buttons. Trash is kind of turned on. Yeah, Trash. I mean, Stretch Armstrong is an attractive man. Who wouldn't be turned on by his smoldering gaze? I can see how it would look a little bit like Captain Kirk in his underwear. But yeah, this is Stretch. Good old Stretch Armstrong. We love him. And now we're going to check and make sure that we have posture. Yep, we do. Spine is still back there. Sitting upright. Posture. Done. Checked. Done. Done. But hey, my paint is dry now. So let's throw a little magenta on here. I'm going to put my magenta right next to this. This is just a bit of an exercise here. We got magenta right there. It looks all dark and everything, but now we're putting it into the white, the pink, glazing that in. It's watering the, we rinsed the brush out, and then we went like this. We smoothed out that edge. Can do that down here too even. You just take the damp brush, you thin it out until it disappears. Although just notebook paper is probably not the best place to do it. Sheza has contributed to the Read Me a Chapter challenge. I don't even know what I would be reading for More Than Dice anymore, since I'll be switching all my I'll be switching my weekday streams over to my Cathy Wapple Twitch channel. Next Tuesday is my debut stream on my Cathy Wapple channel, which I'm super excited about. And the first stream is going to be a reading stream instead of a painting stream. I will be reading a Conan the Barbarian novel by Robert E. Howard. I will be doing all of the dialogue of Conan in my best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. And I'm changing the names of all the other characters to the names of people in the chat. And that will be next Tuesday. Trashrama says, if I wanted to follow now, how would one follow Cathy Wapple on her new journey? They would go to twitch.tv/Cathy Wapple. If you feel like typing that into the chat thing there. I don't have a link and none of my mods are here right now. Yes, like that. Like that, Trashrama. Thank you very much. If you click there, then you'll be able to follow Cathy Wapple in her journey of miniature painting and reading, and who knows what hijinks she'll get up to on her own channel. See, Sibstorm, I just immediately start talking in the third person about it. Now you know. Now you know. Oh, that's never gonna happen. Read Tolkien together. I like your ideas. They are creative. But there are things that will never. I may buy Jim the audiobooks because he's never read them. But reading them out loud is no. Because for the main reason, which is IP. There are still publishing houses that own the IP to that. So the stuff that I read is fair use. All the stuff I read is fair use. I raped Trashorama. Congratulations. Trash peas. And Mizzy is home already. I envy you that you live so close to your work. That is it's my last commute was an hour and 20 minutes one way. It was terrible. Thank you, Captain Mizzy, for shouting out Cathy Wapple. Cathy Wapple is an up-and-coming miniature painter. She's going to be debuting her stream next Tuesday, the 17th of August. We are all excited for her. See, Sibstorm? See? Still in third person. Trash says, it is a fact that James is actually the voice Treebeard in my head. Oh my gosh. I totally can see that. Don't be hasty. And you just wrote it. I didn't even read that, Trash. I said it and then I looked up and it was on the screen. You all are so lucky I've learned to laugh silently out loud, or your ears would just be blown off. It isn't to say that there are not instances where I've had noise complaints filed against my laughter. It can be loud if I'm not careful. It can be very loud. So we have some phthalo green. We're gonna mix a little bit of phthalo green because I'm still doing this exercise. Still working on this. Still doing it. I'm gonna mix a little bit of magenta and phthalo green together here. And I'm gonna put that right here next to my magenta. Then I'm going to take just plain phthalo green. But if you notice, sorry it's not on screen, if you notice, look how saturated this phthalo green is, and then when you mix the magenta with it, look at how that mutes it. It's not as bright. So these colors are both really bright colors, but when they're mixed together, they're less saturated. Weird, right? Darker, the value is darker and less saturated. Look how dark that can get. They do make a really nice sort of forest green color when you mix them together. Almost purple if you go a little, if you lean a little more towards the magenta. It's almost like a purple. Sheza says either Treebeard or Tom Bombadil. You could read an excerpt. The Tom Bombadil and Goldberry portion of that would be fun. Sheza says, "Hey Dole, merry Dole, hey come merry Dole, hop along my little friends up the withy windle." Oh yeah, that would be fun. Well, I'm sure Goldberry is just as two-dimensional as the rest of his females, so that would be less fun to read. One-dimensional, two-dimensional, either way, flat. So I don't know, maybe you could do a pink and but yellow. Yellow and phthalo, and mixing yellow and phthalo together is, I mean, that's just a really good way of doing it. I don't know if this has helped at all, Trash, or if this has answered that question at all in any way, shape, or form. I suppose you could do orange, or you could mix some yellow and some orange together. Mix some yellow and some red together to get a different kind of orange. Trash says, yeah, I asked the phthalo question as I started working on the male genie and not super happy with the belt, and posts a link. So I will look at it. So yeah, you could throw some yellow in as highlight on that belt to bring up the contrast. And you could also, excuse me, take maybe a little bit of blue and use that sparingly in the deeper shadows of that belt. Especially like in this photograph, you can see where the shadow is, and it's just the light, I think, creating that shadow, or maybe it is painted in the shadow. And I'm pointing like you can see me. So on his sash down at the bottom, uh, where there's that little sort of wiggly, bit of fabric, and it gets darker down there, you could glaze a little bit of blue and maybe water it down a bit. Glaze a little bit of blue down in there, and then maybe into a couple of the deepest folds, and change the temperature of the shadows to a cooler color. And that way when you go in with the yellow as your highlight, there will be this sort of warm and cool temperature shift between the shadows and the highlights, which will make it even more dramatic. On this model that I finished the other day, I wasn't happy with how the pink was. there was just something about the pink that wasn't working for me. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Why does my pink just look boring? And so I decided, I'm like, what can I do to change the highlights? It was a similar situation. What can I do to change the highlights? Because something's just not working. And I mixed a little bit of yellow and a little bit of magenta together. Because originally I just had white mixed with the magenta, and it just seemed boring to me. So I mixed a little yellow, and I had no idea. I mixed a little yellow and a little white and a little magenta together, and I used that for a highlight, and then I added a little more white for a really final highlight, and I felt like all of a sudden the color was more alive because that yellow was contrasting with the coolness of the shadows somehow. Yellow is sort of, now I know magenta's not purple, but yellow can be sort of a complementary color for it. So I was hoping that would, just give it a little more interest, having the complementary color be in the highlight. So, but that guy looks good, Trash. He has some. The skin looks great. The belt actually looks good. And I was thinking maybe you only need a little bit more of a highlight in a few small areas, not in every ridge, not on every, wrinkle and everything. And he's just a work in progress. His turban looks fantastic. So you still have some things to do on him, right? Mm. Earl Grey. Tepid. It's not hot anymore. It's tepid. V is screeching about chibi dinosaurs. Did you do more chibi dinosaurs, V? Just started it last night. It's a Bones 5 thing. It's 90% that sculpt. Oh, so the sculpt is, you're just sort of fighting with the sculpt too? Oh wait, it's a good sculpt. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. So it's a good sculpt, and 90% of the fact that it looks good is that it's the sculpt. I mean, I guess I can understand that because I have two models in front of me here, and I painted them both in the same way. And the details on one are much crisper than the details on the other one. So it kind of doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you're fighting the sculpt, and sometimes the sculpt is actually painting the model for you, it seems like. Like this model practically paints itself. It's amazing. I love it when I get models like that. All those Raging Heroes ones are that way. They practically paint themselves because all the details are there's just they're so crisp, and it's not super busy like some models. V has posted a link to her dinosaur, and he's so cute. Now he looks like he's pouting. He's the pouty one. He's like, if his arms were only long enough, he would be crossing them and pouting with the big lip. I didn't get my cookie. Except his arms are too short, so he can't do that, which means he's pouting even more. Is tomorrow night D&D, V? V, tomorrow night's D&D, right? Thursday? You guys, I was just invited by a friend of mine to play a one-off Call of Cthulhu uh, later in the season, and I'm excited. That's a friend of mine that I see at conventions who I haven't seen in forever, and and if it actually goes off, it'll just be a bunch of people that I see at conventions that I never get to see, that I haven't seen in a couple years now. So yeah, it's gonna be. Imagine going to convections, conventions, convections. Like it would be really hot going to convections. This is gonna be like a Halloween Call of Cthulhu. I know conventions. I know what you meant. It's just more funny as convections. Okay, so that was that exercise. Now let's glue. Now let's shade these rocks. This is what I was gonna do, but not with my crappy mixing brush. Let's shade these rocks. I mixed a color here, which is almost dry, but I didn't need very much of it. So staring and processing so many COVID cases at work, your head is spinning. Oh my god, that doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. Is it the? Yeah, that sucks. Like I want to talk about it, but I don't want to really talk about it on stream, I guess. If that makes sense. It's just so freaking depressing and frustrating. All right. I think maybe I'm ready to now finally glue. I say that, but then I keep tweaking the bits. All right. I think now we're ready to glue. Wait, hold on. We'll just tweak that, add a little more shadow to that part of the skulls. It's subtle. It's very subtle. But look at this side of the skull is much brighter than that side of the skull. And that's what I was going for. Misco has redeemed Hail Hydrate again. So we'll do that. His name is Rar? His name is Rar? Is it like Roger? It's like Roger. Roger. You know that's how I meant that when I named my bugbear that, right? I named my bugbear Roger. Because raw. Grr. Cheza says, and we have Dragon Con here next month that brings people in from I am still amazed that's happening. Like, I want it to happen for the sake of the people I know who are vending there, but at the same time, I'm just amazed that it's even happening, and that's crazy. Misco is lurking Are you going to sleep? Are you going nappy times, Misko? Sleepy time. Sleepy bye. Sweetie. Sweet dreams. I would try and say drum sot, but I know that I mispronounce it horribly. I know that I'm hopeless at pronouncing anything Swedish. It was bad, but you did understand. I'm sorry. Sheza says I'd love for it to happen, but I honestly hope they cancel it. If I go, Armored Wolf promised me some reindeer jerky for my boyfriend. Ooh, reindeer jerky. Mm. Okay. So this whole time, all I wanted to do was glue this to the base. But now I also see that I need to shade the armor. I shaded the cloth, but I need to shade the armor as well. Which I'm just going to use this same color on this armor, because why not? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Just these parts where it's impossible to get the brush in once I attach it to the base. We'll get a little bit of just a little reflected yellow on that too. I need a little reflected yellow on this side too. Wow, it's like I haven't even been doing anything. Like, man, Kathy, what have you been doing this whole time? All right. Sheza says, on the other hand, if Armored Wolf doesn't go to Dragon Con, I have a chance of winning the mini painting competition. Sheza's like, I'll just show up in like a whole ass hazmat suit, drop off my minis for the competition, and dip. Oh, dip. I need chips, that reminds me, because I have some sour cream and some some Lipton French onion soup mix, the kind that makes the best onion dip in the world. You know what I'm talking about? Lipton French onion soup mix in the little packet. You mix that in with your sour cream, right? Right? I just don't have anything to put it on. Like, I mean, I would just eat it out of the tub with a spoon, but I'd rather eat it with chips of some sort. Like potato chips or bugles or pretzels or oh, that would be so good. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, now I'm hungry. Now I want the chips. I need glue. Let's see, is there anything left in this instant glue? Gel formula. Oh no, we'll see. Smells like glue. Let's see if anything comes out. Disgusting. Sheza, I can't eat salt and vinegar. I like salt, but salt and vinegar chips? Not for me. Not for me. Trash Rama says, I found out the other day that Julia Child's last meal was French onion soup. Mizzy says, salt and vinegar? Who hurt you? I just can't. Asmo says, it's a good soup. Oh, French onion soup is definitely good when it's prepared right. When it's prepared wrong, it's just salty as shit. And way too full of onions. Like, there's a such thing as putting too many onions in French onion soup. I'm sorry. I will refrain from answering that question, Trashorama. Nosferatu's finally home. Time to deal with the flaccid dwarven cannons. I know. I know. Good luck. Good luck with that. I know there's not a pill to make those dwarven cannons stand up straight, but, do the best you can. Asmo says, yes, properly made is my favorite. Improperly made, it makes me want to slap a cook. Yeah. Improperly made is such a disappointment. My stomach is growling now. You guys, thank you very much for that. I blame you all. Salt and vinegar. Apparently Pringles makes a salt and vinegar, which I will never eat. Oh, there is some left in here. Excellent. I want to be sure that I get the feet lined up with the little parts that they're supposed to go on. The parts that don't have primer on them, where I scratched the primer off so that it would be resin to resin instead of resin to paint. Wait, did I scrape the... Now I don't remember if I accidentally got paint on the bottom of the feet and needed to scrape it off again. I think I did. So I'm just gonna pull that off. And you can tell because otherwise it would have been totally fastened immediately. So I guess I'll just glue that on later because now I have to wait for the glue to dry so that I can scrape it off. So, yeah. So we'll just wait for that glue to dry so we can scrape it off and make sure that it is resin to resin and not paint to resin or paint to paint, because that is not a secure bond. And I would rather make sure that it's a secure bond instead of being like, I don't remember if I scraped the paint off the bottom of the feet, so I'm just going to send it off, and if it falls off the base at somebody else's house, they can deal with it. Which is not what you want to have happen. Trash Rama is making Mexican roast corn and rice. Ooh, yum. Asmo is hungry too and not sure what he wants to eat. What do I want to eat? I have chicken. I have ice cream bars. I have one hard-boiled egg left. Mikey says, I just had fries. fries, Mikey, not chips. Isn't that what they say in your neck of the woods? Wait, are you in the UK or are you in like Canada? Where are you, Mikey? I don't know why. I thought you were in the UK. Shezza says, "Hear me out. Fries with malt. Now that I like fries with malt vinegar. Yes, yes, I'm there for that." Mikey says, "If I said chips, you'd think I meant crisps. Not if I, not if I assumed you were in the UK. Like I did. I assumed that you're in the UK. So if you said you're eating crisps, uh, no, or chips, yeah, never mind. No, I understand what you're saying. Mm. Now I want fries with malt vinegar. Now I want fish and chips. Fish and chips and vinegar. Why do you have to do these things to me? You had chips for both lunch and tea. And breakfast? What are you, a hobbit? Thank you, Nosferatu, for contributing to the Gonzo Stop Being Weird challenge. Second breakfasts. All the breakfasts, apparently. Let's see, we've got this other guy that we need to work on. And I was starting out with the blue on the capes yesterday, and I completely forgot that's what I was doing because I was distracted with wanting to get this guy glued to his base, which totally isn't happening today anyways. So, hey, the community challenge is 95% complete. Sheza says, but what about second breakfast, Cathy? 11sies? I would eat 11sies. In fact, I do. I have breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies. Yeah. I just don't eat a lot all the time when I. Yeah. Second breakfast was around 4:30 p.m. Well, when's tea? Taters, precious. Taters. Or is that second breakfast? I mean, I know you're not actually a hobbit. Tea was just now, which is at this is late because right where I live, it's 4:52 in the afternoon. So I'm all just confused. No, now I know what. Yeah, I know what time it is there. It's almost midnight. No, it's almost 11. Midnight in Europe. At any rate, it's late. And by Europe, I mean the rest of Europe. That's not the UK. And by that, I don't mean Russia. I mean Central European time. I'll just stop talking. It was a weird day. Yeah, it has to have been a weird day. Since you're having tea practically right before bed. What was I need. Can I. Do I need to mix more of this? It's still alive on the palette. but it's not the same color because I mixed another color on top of it. It was a purple. I don't even know what color it was. Oh, this is great. Did I do this on this one too? I did. I did. Okay, good. No, now I just need a highlight. Oh, thank goodness. I finished all my shadows last night. Now I just need to do highlights. Boil 'em, mash 'em, put 'em in a stew. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, now I want potatoes. We don't have potatoes. There's not any potatoes in our house. I feel like I need to change that. I think it's been weeks since I've had potatoes. Weeks. And I need to mix a highlight color. Well, do I mix a highlight color right now? So tomorrow, oh, so tomorrow is a reading stream. I'm just going to talk. So tomorrow is a reading stream because I'm taking Friday off. I'm not going to stream on Friday. Because I need extra time to create all my stuff in Streamlabs OBS for my other channel. Because right now the stuff that I have in here is on a separate account. So I have to build mine basically from the ground up. And I need more time. And Saturday I'm going over to my friend's house to watch the second season of Legendary and eat crappy food. Like chips and crisps and pizza. Yeah. It's going to be brilliant. Ooh, potato and leek soup. Yum. Nosferatu says, ooh, any kind of cooked potato is called taters by my girlfriend, and with a high-pitched West Virginia accent stressing the A. Taters. Taters. What are you streaming by, Cathy? Says Nos. I am streaming by Cathy Wapple, and there is the shout out. Thank you, Captain Mizzy, for shouting out Cathy Wapple. She will be starting next Tuesday. Tuesday is her debut stream. She's going to be reading Conan the Barbarian by Robert E. Howard, one of the books. I'm not sure which one. And of course, all of Conan's dialogue will be done in the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. And every character in the book their name is going to be changed to the names of people in the chat. Because it's more fun that way when you can visualize your friends as people dying horribly at the sword of Conan the Barbarian. You know, because that's what you do, right? Mikey says, I have to go to sleep before I turn into a... Oh, it's good that you do it before you turn into a pumpkin. I usually wait, and that's never good. So have a good night, Mikey. Sleep well. And I am going to find someone to raid so that I can go eat food because now I'm starving. I was fine before. Now I'm starving. Go, go, be free. Do not turn into a pumpkin. Rest your head on your pillow. Who is streaming? Studio J7 is Giggling Geekette is streaming. Wow, there's not many people on a Wednesday. Huh. All right. What if I went to more than dice? Okie doke. Oh, Mizzy says it's nap time for me. Okie doke. I'm reading Giggling Geekette because she's awesome. Wait, is it at? No, it's just. You'd think I would remember this by now. You'd think I would remember, but no. But I did it right. I did it right. Thanks, Asmo. I hope you find some good noms too. And I will see you all tomorrow for my final stream of more than on more than. I will still be doing the podcast on Sunday nights, but my weekday painting stream and reading stream will tomorrow will be my last one. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.